Anyways, another question, please. Anybody? Yes.
You also you don't know how your story's going to be ending, but what do you think you would want to see for your characters, either together or individually?
Did everyone hear that?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I mean, I'll answer
I don't think
first.
there's any reason to go tell.
I personally believe that Luke and Noah should end up together. I think it's owed to the fans. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, and I think if it doesn't, I really hope that they have Luke and Noah at least have some sort of piece.
A mini-series.
Well, I don't know about that, but I think Luke and Noah should be together in the end, because especially I think that what Luke and Noah did for daytime and for soap fans in general was bring people who aren't soap fans to the soap. And I think that if the people in charge realize that, like that they brought a whole different group of people to watch their soap, they have to respect this group of people who did watch the soap because of this couple, and they have to make sure that they take care of this group of people, you know, because the fans have been so invested for 4 years, and like we said, it took us from 3 months to, 3 and 4.5 years respectively. I think it's owed to the fans that it ends that way. I don't know if it's going to or not, but that's what I think.
And I agree. I think that there are, in soaps there are those couples that kind of everybody can kind of relate to, and regardless of what sexual orientation they are, I think Luke and Noah fall into that category. So yeah, I really do hope that they end up together. I think, and I really hope, and I think it will happen like that. But again, we honestly don't know.
Yeah, we only also, like, as actors, we really only know the script that is coming the week before what we're shooting that day. So, I mean, I know I have to go to work on Thursday. I don't know what I'm saying on Thursday, but I'll be at work on Thursday and saying whatever is written. So, it's like our job is to interpret whatever they write. But I would hope that they would put Luke and Noah together in the end. That's what I would hope.
Next question.
Any other questions?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm kind of losing my voice, but I know there's not enough time, but who would you guys like to see come back if you did have enough time, like maybe Disease or Amira or Brian?
The Colonel.
I love Colonel Mayer. I think had the show, I think if the show was to keep going over time, he would be one of those. He'd be like the pariah, just like that person that keeps coming back.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't really know that reference, but.
Father that keeps coming back from the dead.
Gotcha. Yes, exactly. And I think I heard our producer say he referred to him as that. And yeah, I think he's just such a character, and he's such a such a fun actor to work with. And I feel like each time he could come back, he could be that little bit crazier. So yeah, I really like working with
Daniel.
I know.
Yeah, I agree. I would love Daniel to come back. It's hard for me to differentiate between. I pronounce that word so wrong. Differentiate. Yes, it's pronounced just like it's spelled. I would love to see Daniel come back, but also for me, it's hard to differentiate between my friends and the characters that are like good for the show. Like, I'd love Tal to come back, but I think you all hate Amira, so.
I like Amira.
No, Amira's great, but what she did in the story didn't work.
We depend on what she does when she came back.
But I'd love Elena to come back as
That would be
Jade.
so much fun.
Yeah, what happened to Jade? She disappeared. Yeah, she just left. I'd love Elena to come back as Jade though, and I also love Davida. Like Davida's fantastic too, but Elena was my buddy when I first started.
Well, I mean,
She-
yeah, you didn't
She made
really
me
have
comfortable.
that-
Yeah,
you
I
didn't
had
have that
nobody.
many-
I was like, oh, I want to settle up, but I don't know anybody. And Elena came on like 2 weeks later, and we were like, oh, we're good friends. Let's hang out.
Yeah, I'm saying you didn't have that many scenes with Davida as.
No, I never had scenes with Davida.
Oh, so yeah.
Well, I had a
You
couple.
did.
No, I had a couple, but like not like Lena. Anyway. Davida is amazing. Elena's a good friend of mine, so of course I'm rooting for my friend. But I'd love to have. I don't know. I always feel sad when people leave, like because I'm always like, oh, come back. It was so much fun. But I think for me, or Alex Chando,
Yeah.
Alex Chando and Elena are the two people I would be like, come back, please. But that's also because they're, and Tala, because they're the three of the people that I'm closest to.
I love when they pay homage to the friendships that at one time existed with those
Yeah.
characters, and so I love when she came back, and and the three of us had scenes together. It was just
Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just. I like when they do that, when they follow.
Yeah.
I understand it can't always happen, but it's nice when it does.
Yeah. And also, I also like, I would just also, I'm just saying who are my favorite people that I've been, I'd love for Meredith to come back. I mean, I love the new Liberty, she's fantastic. I've never met her. But I've seen her on the show and she's really, really good. But Meredith, I just love. So I'd love any one of those four ladies to come back. But I don't think it'll happen.